This is Mic Geniuz. And on the line we have Madison Jay. What's good, yo?
County. What's going on with you, bros?
I'm chilling. You the one busy about to drop this Return of the Gap situation.
Yes,
You've been working hard. I've been seeing the little vlogs that you've been putting out, the episodes and everything. It sounds like you really put a lot of work into this project. So you've been busy, huh?
Yeah, just working, just trying to get the project out. My Return of the Gap, May 30th, debut album. Just really getting everything in tune, man. Got some visuals getting ready to come up in the weeks leading up to the release. Also gonna be dropping some records from the album as well, man. Just gearing up for this exciting time.
Now you saying debut, but you've been out here doing your thing for a little while. Like it ain't you. This ain't no. Like you didn't just start. You just didn't wake up and be like, I'm a rapper.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't a fly by night situation. You know what I mean? I came up within a group, kind of like a Wu-Tang type system, with a whole bunch of MCs, and throughout time, things just kind of developed and sprouted to where I was my own entity, my own MC, and I've really kind of been going hard for quite a few years now. So it's like everything is definitely like cultivating and coming together full circle.
Now, what does the J stand for? What is Madison Jay? Is that a made up, or is that your name? Where'd that come from?
Yeah. That's just actually I came up with that name in high school. I was going through looking for a new stage name, and it was like 11th grade. I was looking through a textbook, and I see James Madison, and I saw John Jay, and I just thought the Madison and the J together just had a certain wave to it. So I just put those together, and it's been on and moving ever since. Now,
where you from originally?
I'm originally born and raised in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh, that's what's up. So you
Raleigh resident.
Still doing hometown. Are you proud? Are you proud to be from Raleigh? Just your city, like?
Yeah. I'm at the end of the day, if I was born on the moon, I would be born. I'd be proud to be born on the moon. At the end of the day, this is where my character was built at. So I'm definitely proud of what was built here. So I have no choice but to be a proud 919 representative.
Definitely. Do you feel your city got your back? Is your city on your back? Do you feel pressure, to get Raleigh up and moving?
Definitely. I would be lying to say no pressure, just because of the stagnant movement to really get the city. And with movement, it's just the pressure of can you be one of the people or catalyst to move it? That's a lot of pressure. That's historic and groundbreaking. That's doing something that hasn't been done before. So to say that there is no pressure would be an understatement. But at the same time, pressure either busts pipes or creates diamonds. So
definitely,
pipes, we don't do those. So at the end of the day, diamonds are created. So that's why I think that everything is coming full circle right now.
I like that. So when did you start rapping? Like, when did you realize, yo, I'm a rapper, I got bars, I could write, I want to do this for a living?
I would say as actually monetizing, realizing, hey, I can cash in on this and really do something, would be 2009, the release of my first, solo project, Raps Like Wrestling. Just understanding, like, hey, tour money, merchandise money, things like that can be acquired. So it's like really buckling in and put my business acumen and really building on since then to get me to where I'm at now with having my own clothing line pretty much per se, and also controlling pretty much all of my business endeavors with my artistry. So a lot has been learned in between that time. So I to kind of another statement, like, other artists need to understand, and they need to dig in and do their research and do their work in the time of building up their craft, because that's a whole part of building up the craft as well as the music, working on your business acumen as well, because that's important in today's climate.
Definitely. One thing I would say about you, just being out and about and seeing you and, your performances, your presence, period. Most of the time you dressed up, you got your suit on, you got your tie, your merchandise. You look at you, that's Madison Jay. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't look like everybody else. You have your own thing. You have your own brand, and brand is so much important. And I can tell that you take your craft very serious. I can tell that you actually think it out you know, you have a brand. Where did that come from? What made you, when you put Madison Jay together, you know, throughout the years, even recently, what were you thinking about, as you know, with your image and everything? Where did that come from?
When you understand that it's a business, an industry, you understand that product is being sold. So me understanding that, like, okay, product, me being the product as an artist, selling myself. So at the end of the day, as an artist, what can you sell to the people? What can you sell to other investors or other businesses per se? So I always looked at, okay, well, have some type of merchandise line. So hence, that's where County came from, an extension of myself, but at the same time, something anyone can embrace. So you have that, and then you also have Raps Like Wrestling. This is again an extension of myself, but at the same time, there's other people who are interested in that lane. Trapped in the 90s, and the same thing with that. You got people who are interested in that. So, but at the same time, I'm giving layers of myself. So it brings it full circle to this album of where I'm giving people layers of myself. It's one of those things that when invested right, your branding and marketing will be extremely lucrative. And at the end of the day, I'm in this to not only display my art, but also to be compensated and to be financially stable for my art. And good marketing and good branding is like key, major key alert, you know what I mean, to getting that. And
that's definitely a jewel that you should be dropping, because people need to understand it's more than just uploading your song on SoundCloud. You know, it's real out here. So speaking of this album, May 30th, you know what I mean, you're dropping Return of the Gap, and I need to know why you calling it that. Like, what's going on?
Return of the Gap. Well, it stems from myself. I have a gap, so when you see me and we converse and we chop it up, you know, it's something that's, you know, you see the gap in my mouth.
Embrace it. So make some money off of it.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, why not capitalize off that? Embrace that. Use that as something, and again, another extension of self. And then, you know, to bring it to the music is the return of myself. Because the gap being me is kind of like, okay, now I'm finally giving everybody who I am, you know, without any extra sauce on it. No, it's who I am. So it's the return to reality, the return to self. So it's the return of the gap, May 30th.
I ain't talk about it, you know, talk about the singles, talk about who you worked with, who's on it with you, direction behind it, you know.
Right now, we got the Eternity single, which is available on iTunes, and, you know, people can definitely go pick that up. I suggest they get that. That is literally like the living testament right now of my life. You listen to Eternity, it gives you a very good slice of my life. And then we also have the Every Day That I Wake Up, featuring Pooh Bear. That's getting right now rotation. I worked with an array of producers, really sonically. I just was looking for a certain sound, and every producer came with the sound. So when you hear this, sonically it's going to be on point, because each producer, again, provided me with, hey, this is, you know, we're keying into what you want to be in tune with sound-wise. So they gave me that. Actually, feature-wise, I have no features except I have the beautiful Deco Soul Star. I also have Perp Dakota. He's on a hook of mine. That's my co-captain. Shout out to the HHES. But pretty much that's about it. I pretty much wanted to tell my story by myself, and I think I did a great job of doing such. So, you know, definitely looking forward to everybody tuning in and getting a piece of this, a piece of history, a piece of my history.
What do you want your fans, your listeners, the people that never even heard of Madison Jay before, that's going to take their time out to press play? What do you want them to walk away with from this album?
When you get, when you honesty and truth, and I feel like that's something that's definitely like lacking within this game that we're in. It's just honesty. People being honest with themselves. People being honest with the people that they put their music out to. Like, at the end of the day, this is an honest project. You know what I mean? I'm not pulling any punches. I'm giving you the real spill. And if you're 100, you're gonna understand. If you're not 100, you're not really probably gonna understand. So at the the end of the day, when people hear this, it's going to be something they gravitate towards too, because it's honest and it's true. That's really all I can provide people with: great lyricism and great song.
Definitely make sure y'all get that May 30th, the Return of the Gap. Make sure y'all tune in to, his YouTube. He got the Return of the Gap webisodes. Just kind of, it's like a documentary kind of going behind the scenes on what's going on. If you haven't checked that out, make sure you check that out. Madison Jay, how can they find you on social media?
Definitely can find me on the Twitter. You can find me at the THE Madison Jay, Jay. SoundCloud, Madison J, D, MadisonJ.bandcamp.com. You can get all my projects up there. You also can hit me up on Snapchat, Return of the Gap. So follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is lit. The Madison J. Definitely Google search me. I'm at least 3 pages, about almost 4 pages deep on Google. So definitely Google me as well.
All right, any shout outs? Anybody you want to shout out? Just say what's up to.
Shouts out to God. Shouts out to family. Shouts out to my loved ones and friends. You already know.
Most definitely.
May 30th.
May 30th, Return of the Gap. Make sure y'all get that.
Yes, sir.
Mic Geniuz Unscripted, the podcast. Madison J, it was good talking to you. I wish you the best with everything. You sound focused. I like hearing people that are focused and know what they're doing. So shout out, much blessings to everything that you're doing.
Shouts out to you as well, and thank you for having me up here and being able to give me a platform to discuss this classic matter.
No doubt, that's what I'm here for. Return of the Gap, May 30th, Mic Geniuz Unscripted. I'll holla.
This is Mic Geniuz Unscripted.